Thank you for joining us. Back on Kababayan Today, ako po si G. Tanji. And as always, we have our ever-reliable Mia McLeod of McLeod and Associates joining us.
This real estate buzz segment is brought to you by McLeod and Associates, a full-service real estate and mortgage firm. It's not about the number of homes we sell, it's about the difference we make in people's lives.
Hindi lang matalino, maganda pa. Naku naman, kasama natin si Mia McLeod. Mia, thank you so much for taking the time to come to Kababayan and share all that you know, all the experience you've done in the past 10 years of being in the real estate and mortgage industry.
Thank you. It's a treat to be here. It really is.
Thank you. Okay, well, as we know, a lot of people are hoping that one day, just like me, that we'll be able to buy a home. And if we're at that point, I want you to share with us what are the 6 tips that you can give us, me included, before we buy that house. I know you said you want to meet and hire with a good mortgage loan officer.
Absolutely, because the financing is such an important part of purchasing. It's like half the battle. So before you even go out into the market, you want to sit down and meet with a good loan officer so that you could talk about the different loan programs available to you, kind of see what you're approved for, go over the numbers, make sure you're qualified.
Okay, and do you have to go to the bank where you bank at?
No,
not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Again, this is where you have to really pick a trusted advisor. And our office does free consultations. You really want to make sure that this has been someone that's been in the business for a while, again, has good reviews, has experience, and someone you can trust.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then also you said, well, how much is the budget, right? How much can you afford? Like, is it 300,000, 400,000, 500,000? How do you get that magic number?
And that's, again, when you sit down and meet with a loan officer, but there's so many things that you want to make sure, because one, you want to really make sure you stick within your budget.
Right.
Because you can go out there and look for a house that's 300,000, but maybe you didn't realize you're pre-approved for 500,000 and that fits within your budget. Or you could go out there and look at a house that's 500,000 and realize, okay, that's out of our budget, but because you didn't meet with a loan officer prior, you're kind of going out there blind, right? Not knowing where you fit, what loan programs you're eligible for. And when you're ready to make an offer on that property, if you don't have a pre-approval and the seller sees your offer without any pre-approval, it looks like you didn't do your homework.
Right. Okay, so you have to do your homework, guys, if you're really serious about buying that home, right?
And you want to just know, how much can I afford? Where does my family stand as far as the budget is concerned? Because it's not only your housing expense, but you got to take into consideration your cars, your food expense, all of that.
Right, okay. And so the next tip that you want to give us is the down payment.
Yes, the down payment and the closing costs. You want to save for that. So if you're thinking you're going to buy in a year, 6 months, 3 months, or in 30 days, you want to know what you need to do to plan to make sure the down payment and the closing cost are secure. And again, meeting with a loan mortgage advisor, they can give you different loan programs where maybe you can get funds gifted from, who knows, a family member, an employer, or maybe there's government incentives or government assistance programs that can help as well. And if you're not taking advantage of those type, then what do you need to do to plan? Do you need to put away $300 a month, $500 a month to better prepare?
Right, so you have to have the foresight to make sure that you save up for those closing costs and down payment.
And down payment.
And also you mentioned this really good tip, all around, don't take out a new debt.
Oh yes, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you mentioned this because this happens a lot. We'll be in the middle of a transaction and the borrower will apply or take out a new car loan, and that will totally throw off the whole process because now that's a new debt that you have to take into consideration in what you call a debt to income ratio, which is what the lenders go by, and it will throw off how much loan you can get approved for. So no new debt until it's closed up. Or if you switch jobs and it's a totally different industry, the lenders don't like that. Now, if you're a nurse and you switch job from one hospital to another, that's okay. But if you're not in the medical field and let's say you go from a sales job to an executive admin job, it's a totally different field. The lender's not gonna like that.
Okay, and then also you said don't move around money.
Money, okay, so whenever you apply for a loan, they have to paper trail all the money that you're going to use towards the down payment and the closing costs. So they check for bank statements, where the money's coming from, and if you move money around too much, you're just going to have to show them all those transactions.
Right, so make sure to keep it in one account.
Until, you know, the escrow process itself takes about 30 to 45 days. So if you could just kind of keep tight during those 30 to 45 days, then you're good.
Okay.
Then after that, you can loosen up a little bit.
Okay, so let's talk about loan programs that are available for people. You mentioned three that you want to share with our kababayans.
So the three I'd like to highlight today is the conventional, the FHA, and the VA loan. Conventional, it depends on, it's a case-to-case scenario, to be honest. FICO score, what kind of goals they're kind of have, like do they want private mortgage insurance or do they not want private mortgage insurance? So this is where you really want to, again, go to your loan officer, advisor, sit down, get a free consultation so you can see what loan program best suits you. Conventional loan programs are great. If you have the 20% down and want to wipe out private mortgage insurance right out the gate, then I would recommend going with a conventional loan.
Okay.
FHA loans, moving on, is a great program.
What does FHA stand for?
Okay, so Federal Housing Administration, so great question, and it only requires 3.5% down, and that down payment can be gifted.
All right. At maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat for watching our show today. Ako po si G. Tanji. Bye!